Alright guys, so check this out. I'm getting ready to clean out my water distiller. I'm going to make a quick video for you to show you guys live real time on what is actually really coming out of your tap water faucet. You know, I see a lot of people that drink out of this, man, and they're really confused about the truth. When I tell you guys there's over 500 parts and sometimes up to 900 parts per million of different chemicals that come out of this tap water, okay? And you ingest this tap water, and over time, these are going to lead to some serious illnesses of the body, okay? This water is not meant to be drank. This is why it's called tap water. It's not called drinking water. It's called tap water for a reason. And if it was clearly drinking water, then everyone would be able to benefit from this. But in fact, they're not, because like I said, it's full of all these harmful chemicals. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look over at my water distillers. Of course, I have two Megahome water distillers. You can find these on Amazon. You can find these on eBay. You can find these on the Megahome website, okay? These are the best bang for your buck water distillers, okay? These are going to cost you a little bit over $300, but you're paying for high quality. You're paying for a good clean taste. You're paying for a machine that's going to last for a long time and a warranty that's going to back up the cost of the money that you spent, okay? These are really good water distillers. I've had 5 of them, okay? And I've given them out to my family members, and guess what? Well, they decided not to use them, so I took them back and I sold them on eBay and got my money back, okay? But I'm telling you right now, they're gonna learn in the end the hard way, okay? Because they're still drinking, you know, their refrigerator waters with these little cheap little filters where they think it's gonna filter out 500 parts per million, 900 parts per million. We're talking about all kind of stuff. We're talking about fluoride. We're talking about arsenic. We're talking about lead. We're talking about all sorts of freaking nasty bacteria that you cannot just get rid of with a little refrigerator filter that's going to run you $50 to $100. You guys have to wake up, okay? So let's grab one of these water distillers and look inside. Look at this. This is just from one use. Look at this. Look at all the sediment on the sides of this. Look at all you can see a little bit at the bottom here. You can see there's a little bit of stuff that did not get evaporated. But look at the color of this, you guys, okay? I really want you to look at this so you understand this is what's coming out of your tap water. This is the stuff that's building up on the side of those little cheap refrigerator filters that you are drinking your water out of that you think is safe. I promise you right now, that is one of the worst filters out there on the market, is the ones that you got on your refrigerator, okay? And it does not do a very good job at all at removing these types of chemicals, okay? This is a real deal water distiller. So what I also want to show you guys is this. Now, this one is partially cleaned. It's not fully cleaned, but it's partially cleaned. Okay, and look at the difference. Look at the difference. You see the difference? This is what I'm talking about on how important these water distillers are, okay? They're gonna save you from getting sick, okay? There's a lot of things going on with the water system. There was a video that just came out on YouTube not too long ago where someone was caught red-handed putting chemicals inside of the public water system, okay? We already have, like I said, 500 to up to 900 in some cities, okay, of parts per million of chemicals in the water, okay? This is extremely important. Not only that, I'm trying to tell you guys, this is the best tasting water that you're gonna get, okay? It tastes so good, it is so pure, it is so clean, and it's gonna clean all of these chemicals out of your water and make your water 0 parts per million, okay? 0 parts per million. We just talked about 500 to 900 parts per million of different nasty chemicals. You can see this on the side. Look at this. Those are the chemicals, okay? So please understand, this is something, this is a must-have. This is something that you have to add into your health regime, okay? We can't play around in 2023 with our health, okay? And water is super duper important. You can't go very long, you know, living without water, especially clean water, okay? And this water is responsible for cleaning out your body. That's the best thing that distilled water does. It cleans out your body. It flushes the body of toxins, okay? Pure spring water and all those other waters, they do not flush your body out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you guys how I clean this out, because I'm about to make myself some fresh water. Typically, it takes about 8 to 9 hours to make you a full gallon of water, okay? But what you have to do after every use, because of all of this buildup, is you have to clean it out. So what you do is you turn on your water and you fill it up, okay? So I'm gonna fill it up with hot water until it gets to the top here, okay? Actually, I probably won't even go that far because I'm just gonna clean it up enough to make a quick use, okay? Normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fill it up to the top here, okay? And once it gets to the top, you turn off the water and you use this here. So this is a water and residue cleaner. It's citric acid. So basically what you do is you fill this up with the water, okay, with the tap water, okay, and then you open your cap, and I usually like to use just a teaspoon, okay. That's all you really need. It says you can add 2 tablespoons, but it's unnecessary. All you need is a teaspoon in the water. You fill it up to the top. Boom. That's all I'm doing for tonight. I don't need to go up to the top because I'm just going to make a quick use of this tonight. I need to get this done by the morning time, so when I wake up, I'll have a fresh gallon of water. So I'm not going to fully clean it. So basically what you do is, like I said, you add yourself some of this citric acid. I'm going to dump some in here. Okay, I've added it to it, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go plug it in. Okay, so I've got it over where I like to make my water. You simply plug it into the back, you come around the front, and you press this button, bang. And what's gonna happen is, it's gonna sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's gonna start getting really hot, and it's gonna start steaming up, and when the steam mixes with the citric acid, it starts to break away all the debris that you see at the bottom. Okay, and once that happens, you let it run for about, I usually let it run for about 20-25 minutes till it gets super hot. I unplug it, and then I go back over to my sink and I clean it out, okay, because it'll be really easy to clean out once the citric acid has sat in and it starts to break up all the grime that you see, okay. I usually get myself a copper scrubber to speed up the process, and I reach down inside of the chamber here, and I take my copper scrubber and I make sure the water's still kind of warm when I do it, and that way I can clean it out really well, and then I empty it into my sink. So this is what the water container looks like. As you can see, it's glass. Glass is the cleanest substance, okay? This is gonna make sure that you have, you know, clean, pure drinking water. You do not want to take your water, distilled water, and fill it up with a plastic jug, okay? Because we all know that plastic leaches, okay? Plastic is not a very clean substance. So it's gonna have all kind of things that end up getting in your water. This is what I use when I'm making multiple gallons of water, okay? I got myself some of these glass jars. These are the full liter glass jars. You can pick these up on Amazon. You can pick these up on eBay. You can pick these up anywhere online, okay? And remember, you always want to store your water in glass because glass is the cleanest substance, okay? Don't use any plastic. Stay away from the gallon waters that you buy in Safeways and Albertsons and in grocery stores, because those jugs of water have been sitting in the back at room temperatures and sometimes hotter than that, and that's where all that leaching starts to come, okay? And I want you guys to do a test. Once you've got this water distiller, what I want you to do is I want you to pour yourself some tap water, okay? I want you to pour yourself a fresh glass of tap water, okay? And I also want you to go to the grocery store and get a gallon of water, distilled water that's in a plastic jug. So you're gonna have 2 cups. One's gonna be with the tap water, the next one is gonna be with the plastic jug. And then I want you to get another cup once your water distiller's done, and I want you to pour yourself a fresh glass of distilled water. And I want you to give yourself a taste test, okay? I want you to taste all 3, okay? Starting from the tap water to the plastic jug water, and then finish off at the water distiller, okay? And what you're gonna notice is, you're gonna notice that this water right here tastes amazing, okay? Just from tasting this water alone, you are literally gonna be able to taste the quality in this water and in the plastic water, okay? No joke. This is a real test that I want you to do. I've done it multiple times, and I'm telling you right now, this is the only water that I prefer to drink. My body thanks me when I drink this water. My mouth thanks me when I drink this water, because all I taste is pureness, okay? Like I said, this water is disgusting, okay? I don't even brush my teeth with it, okay? It's that bad of water. It has that bad of a taste. And don't even get me started about the plastic water, okay? Because that water has a horrible taste as well. Okay, guys, so this has been boiling just under 5 minutes. And if you listen really close, you can hear that it's already starting to boil. And I'm gonna do a view inside of the chamber here so you can see what's going on. As you can see, the citric acid is working at the bottom. And you can see the little bubbles coming up. And you can see when every time the bubble comes up, there's more of that grime coming off the bottom, okay? So this is the cleaning process. And like I said, you're gonna leave this for about 25, 25, sometimes 30 minutes, depending on how much residue that you got built up, okay? And then, like I said, what you do is you let it cool off, you unplug it, you get you a copper scrubber, okay, or some kind of scrubber, but I would prefer a copper scrubber. Be careful, you don't want something that's too aggressive, or you might end up scratching up the bottom of your chamber, okay? So I get myself the copper scrubber, and I break that out once it's all cooled down, and I clean out the bottom. So my next step is, once this is done, I'm gonna show you what it looks like clean after I put my copper scrubber in the bottom and cleaned it out. So the next thing that I'm gonna show you how to remove this top here where the filter lies, okay? The activated charcoal filter, okay? This is what comes with the Megahome water distiller. It's an activated charcoal filter, okay? And basically what you want to do is, before you take and put this filter inside of the nozzle here, what you want to do is you want to take this out. You want to take this out, and you want to let this sit in water for 24 hours, okay? Because activated charcoal filters obviously have a dark color to them, okay? So what's going to happen when you sit this in some water, it's going to get this prepared and ready to make clean water, okay? And you're going to notice when you let this sit in water for 24 hours that the water is going to get kind of murky and kind of dark. And that is the key, because you want to let this sit in here and you want to let this all settle in before you put it inside of your filter. And as you can see here, here's my old one. Let's take a look inside. As you can see, this one's been used heavily compared to the new one, Okay, I've used this one for probably over a month and a half. Okay, and I want to also tell you another thing. Make sure if you're buying yourself a used water distiller, because most of us are going to buy them used, that's where you're going to get the best deal. Okay, you want to make sure that you're getting the proper size ones that will end up fitting this funnel here. Okay, because I've bought some in the past, right? I bought some in the past that weren't the exact ones that came with the Megahome water distiller, and what you're going to find is it doesn't fit in here. Okay, so it's very, very important that you make sure that you get the ones that are exactly this size, because you're going to need to fold this up once it's sat in the water for 24 hours. You're gonna rinse it out, and then you're gonna stick it inside of your funnel here. Okay, and then you go and put it back on just like so. Bam. Now you're ready for your water distiller to be used. Okay guys, it's done cleaning out. Like I said, I partially cleaned out the bottom, and now I'm going to add the top. Go ahead and plug this in the back. You heard that click on. I'm going to add my jug, and there we got it. In the morning, I'll have fresh gallon of pure, great tasting distilled water. There is your finished product. 1 gallon of pure, clean, 0 parts per million distilled water.